Did you know that you can grow money without being a financial genius? And no, I don't mean some scam or get-rich-quick scheme. I'm talking about real, proven strategies for saving and investing that could change your life forever. So if you're tired of living paycheck to paycheck or just want a roadmap to financial freedom, this video is for you. Trust me, you don't need a degree in economics to understand this stuff. You just need to start. Let's dive in. All right, first things first. Let's address the elephant in the room. Money doesn't grow on trees. Surprise. But you know what? It can grow, and it doesn't take magic. You just need to plant the seeds with smart saving and investing. This isn't about getting lucky with a lottery ticket or inheriting millions. It's about making small, consistent decisions that snowball into big results. That's the foundation of financial freedom. Let me ask you a question. When's the best time to start saving and investing? Yesterday. The second best time? Right now. I get it, life's busy, bills pile up. And maybe you're thinking, I'll save later when I have more money. But here's the truth. Waiting is expensive. Time is the most powerful tool you have. Why? One word: compound interest. Imagine you save just $5 a day. That's the price of your daily latte, right? If you invest that $5 at a 5% return, in 30 years, you'd have almost $100,000 from coffee money. That's the magic of compounding. Your money earns interest, and then that interest earns interest. So yeah, starting now, that's your superpower. Now, let's talk about where you're headed. What are you saving for? A house, retirement, an epic vacation. Maybe you just want to build a safety net. Whatever it is, write it down. Seriously, grab a notebook or open your notes app right now and jot it down. Why? Because if you don't know where you're going, you might end up somewhere you don't want to be. Okay, you've got your goals. Great. Now break them down. Short-term goals like buying a car in 3 years need a different strategy than long-term ones like retiring in 30 years. Think of it like this. If saving is a journey, your goals are the destination, and your financial plan, that's your roadmap. All right. Let's take a hard look at where you're starting. Think of it like GPS. Before you can get directions, it needs to know your current location. This is your net worth. Don't worry, it's not as scary as it sounds. Just make 2 lists. One for what you own, like savings, property, and investments, and one for what you owe, like credit cards and loans. Subtract what you owe from what you own, and voila, you've got your net worth. And hey, if it's negative, don't freak out. You're not alone. The key is to move in the right direction, and the fact that you're watching this, that's already a big step forward. Now here's a golden rule. Pay yourself first. Before the rent, before the groceries, before Netflix, set aside money for you. Think of it as your future self's paycheck. Here's how you can make it easy. Set up automatic transfers. Most banks and employers let you send a percentage of your paycheck directly to savings or investment accounts. It's like putting your finances on autopilot. You won't even miss the money, but your future self, they'll thank you. If you're spending every penny you earn, it's time for a wake-up call. The truth is, small leaks can sink big ships. Start tracking where your money goes every month. Housing, groceries, that sneaky subscription you forgot about? Identify the leaks and plug them. Maybe it's eating out less or cutting back on impulse purchases. And here's a pro tip. Treat saving like a bill you have to pay. Non-negotiable. Let me tell you a quick story. There was a guy, let's call him Joe. Joe started saving just $50 a month at age 25. His friend Sarah started saving $200 a month, but she waited until she was 40. Guess who ended up with more money at retirement? Joe, all because he started earlier. Crazy, right? Now I hear you, but what if I have debt? Great question. Here's the deal. Not all debt is bad, but high-interest debt. That's the villain in your financial story. If you've got credit card debt with 18% interest, it's like trying to fill a bucket with a giant hole in the bottom. Pay that off as fast as you can. Once you're free of high-interest debt, you'll have so much more money to save and invest. Here's a challenge for you. Find one thing to cut from your spending this week. Maybe it's canceling that gym membership you never use or cooking at home instead of eating out. Take whatever you save and put it into a savings or investment account. You'll be amazed at how those little changes add up. Let's dive deeper into the power of habits. Building wealth is less about big wins and more about consistency. Think about the daily routines you already have. What if you turned saving money into one of those routines? Automate your savings, check your accounts weekly, and celebrate small wins. These habits compound just like interest. Here's another perspective. Think about your future self. Imagine you're 20, 30, or even 40 years older, looking back at the decisions you're making right now. What advice would future you give? Probably to skip a few unnecessary splurges and put that money towards something that grows in value. Visualizing your future self can be a powerful motivator. And let's not forget the role of mindset. One of the biggest barriers to saving is feeling like you're depriving yourself. But what if you reframed it? Instead of thinking, I can't afford this now, try saying, I'm choosing to invest in my future. It's not deprivation, it's empowerment. Let's talk about earning more. While cutting expenses is crucial, increasing your income can supercharge your financial journey. Can you pick up a side hustle? Learn a new skill that boosts your career? Even a small raise or extra income stream can accelerate your savings goals. Here's one more story for inspiration. There's a woman named Lisa who started saving $100 a month at age 30. She kept her lifestyle simple and increased her savings by 10% every year. By the time she retired, she had over $1 million. Her secret wasn't a high salary or perfect stock picks, it was consistency and discipline. All right, we've covered a lot. You've learned why starting early matters, how to set goals, how to budget, and why paying yourself first is the ultimate money hack. But knowledge is useless without action. So here's your mission. Pick one tip from this video and start today. Not tomorrow, today. Remember, financial freedom isn't about being rich. It's about having choices. It's about living life on your terms. So take that first step, no matter how small. You've got this. And hey, if this video helped, give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more, and share it with someone who needs a financial wake-up call. Together, we can all reach the road to financial freedom. Let's dive even further into the practical side of saving. Have you ever thought about breaking your savings into buckets? Picture this. One bucket for short-term goals, like that vacation you've been dreaming of. Another bucket for medium-term goals, like buying a car or making a down payment on a house. And the last one for long-term goals, like retirement. By separating your savings, you're not just organizing your money, you're also giving yourself a clear picture of what you're working towards. Speaking of retirement, let's address a big misconception. It's never too late to start. Sure, starting early gives you a massive advantage, but starting late is better than not starting at all. Let's say you're 50 and haven't saved much. That's okay. Focus on maximizing your contributions to retirement accounts like a 401k or an IRA. If you can, take advantage of catch-up contributions allowed for people over 50. Every dollar you save now can still grow significantly over the next 10 to 20 years. Now, let's talk about something fun. Rewarding yourself. Saving doesn't have to feel like punishment. Set milestones, and when you hit them, treat yourself. Maybe it's a fancy dinner or a small splurge you've been eyeing. Rewards keep you motivated and remind you why you're putting in the effort. One last thing to think about. Who are you surrounding yourself with? Believe it or not, your social circle can influence your financial habits. If your friends are big spenders who always encourage you to splurge, it's easy to fall into those patterns. But if you surround yourself with people who value saving and investing, their habits will rub off on you. Find a community, even online, that shares your financial goals. Okay, I promise this is the last story. Meet Alex, a single parent who was drowning in debt. Alex started small, saving just $10 a week. Over time, they paid off high-interest credit cards, built an emergency fund, and started investing in a retirement account. 10 years later, Alex isn't just surviving, they're thriving. If Alex can do it, so can you. Now it's your turn. Take a moment to reflect on everything we've talked about. What's one small step you can take today? Maybe it's setting up that automatic transfer, or maybe it's just writing down your financial goals. Whatever it is, commit to it. Because the journey to financial freedom starts with a single step, and that step starts right now. Let's take a deeper look at setting milestones for long-term success. Financial freedom doesn't happen overnight. It's a process of consistent progress. Start by defining milestones for each stage of your journey. For example, your first milestone might be creating a $1,000 emergency fund. The next could be paying off all high-interest debt. Then perhaps you aim for saving 6 months' worth of expenses as a safety net. By breaking your big financial goals into smaller, more achievable steps, you create a sense of momentum. Another overlooked aspect of financial freedom is understanding the emotional side of money. Money is deeply tied to our emotions: stress, fear, excitement, even guilt. Recognizing how you feel about money can help you make better decisions. Are you a spender who shops to relieve stress? Or are you a saver who feels guilty about spending on yourself? Understanding these patterns will help you align your financial habits with your goals. Let's talk about the importance of financial education. The more you know about how money works, the more confident you'll feel about managing it. Start by reading books, following financial blogs, or watching videos like this one. Topics like budgeting, investing, and understanding credit can empower you to make informed choices. Remember, education is an investment in yourself. It pays dividends for a lifetime. One powerful habit to develop is regular financial check-ins. Pick a day each month to review your finances. Look at your savings, investments, and spending habits. Are you on track with your goals? Do you need to adjust anything? These monthly check-ins don't have to take long, but they keep you accountable and focused. Think of them as a meeting with your future self. Finally, let's talk about giving back. Once you've achieved a level of financial stability, consider how you can use your resources to make a difference. Whether it's donating to a cause you care about or helping someone in need, giving back adds a sense of purpose to your financial journey. Remember, wealth isn't just about what you accumulate, it's about how you use it to create a better life for yourself and others.